Mother.
Yeah, what's up, Mildred? Vita and I were going to take a drive.
Wally, do you mind? This is private.
I think I know what's bothering you. Well, Wally knows all about it.
Wally knows that you're talking about getting married.
Getting married? I am married, Mother.
What?
Ted and I were married on my birthday. I'm sorry, but it's done.
But why didn't you tell me?
Oh, I wanted to so many times. But you're always so busy. And besides, I was afraid.
Afraid of me?
Oh, Mother, I've been so miserable. I made a mistake, and I didn't know how to tell you.
Oh. You don't love Ted, is that it?
Yeah, that's right, Mildred. She made a mistake. The only thing to do is an annulment. That's the clean, quick way to handle a situation.
Oh, I suppose it is, but... Well, can it be done quietly?
Oh, you just leave it to me, Mildred. Uncle Wally still knows all the angles.
Have seen Mrs. Forrester's face when Wally told their lawyer. Oh, Mother, you'd have died.
When Wally told their lawyer what?
That the annulment was going to cost them $20,000.
You asked for money?
Well, of course I asked for money. They wanted the annulment, didn't they? And the publicity.
But, Vita, how could you do such a thing? How could you?
And I got the money, see? A nice big check. Oh, I'll have to give Wally part of it, but there's still enough.
Money. That's what you live for, isn't it? You'd do anything for money, wouldn't you? Even blackmail.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Mother, grow up.
Yes, it's about time I did. All right, Vita. From now on, things are going to be different.
I'll say they're going to be different. Why do you think I went to all this trouble? Why do you think I want money so badly?
All right, why?
With this money, I can get away from you.
Vita.
From you and your fried chicken and your kitchens and everything that smells of grease. I can get away from this house and its cheap furniture and away from this town and...
Stop it! I'm seeing you for the first time in my life. You're cheap and horrible.
You think just because you made a little money you can get a new hairdo and some expensive clothes and turn yourself into a lady, but you can't. Because you'll never be anything but common. Common like your father who lived over a grocery store. Common like your mother who took in washing. With this money, I can get away from everything that makes me think of this place and you.
Give me that check, Vita.
Oh, not on your life.
I said give it to me.
Oh, you're tearing it up.
Yes, I'm tearing it up. Now, get out of this house. Get out!
It's almost dawn now, but the lights still burn brightly in Inspector Peterson's office as Mildred Pierce continues her story.
I had said some awful things to my daughter. I had driven her away. I went away for a while, too, but not far enough. Something kept pulling me back. Finally, I gave in and came home. But no sign of Vita. Not even a letter.
Mexico, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So that's where you've been.
Mm-hmm. People still eating in restaurants, either?
Not enough of them. I'm glad you're back.
Seen anyone I know?
Vita, for instance? Why don't you forget her?
I can't. She's still my daughter, and I want her back.
Personally, Vita's convinced me that alligators have the right idea. They devour their young. Hello?
Hello, is Mildred there? This is Bert Pierce again.
Oh, just a moment. Your ex-husband. He's been calling every day for 2 weeks. Here.
Hello, Bert. I just got back this morning.
You all right?
Yes, I'm all right.
How about dinner?
Dinner?
I'd like to see you, Mildred. Or would you rather I didn't?
No, I'd be glad to see you, Bert. You can pick me up at, the house at 7:30.
Thanks.
I don't know why, Ida, but it's going to be nice seeing Bert again.
I thought you might like this place, Mildred. A little noisy, but since our friend Wally failed...
I still don't know why you insisted on coming here.
I thought it was a good idea at the time. Now I'm not so sure.
What does that mean?
Look over there. Under the spotlight.
It's Vita.
She's a dancer here. I'm sorry I did it like this, Mildred. I just didn't know how to tell you. Where are you going?
I'm going to get Vita out of here. I guess that means I better find Wally first.
Well, sit down. Sit down. How was the trip?
Sometime I'll tell you all about it, Wally. Right now I'm going to take Vita home.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No, but I'm hoping you're going to help me.
Oh, not me, honey. But I'll give you a little advice. If you want Vita to do anything for you, better hit her over the head first.
Where do I find her?
Her dressing room's right straight down the hall.
Well, quite a surprise, Mother. What can I do for you?
Vita, I want you to come home.
Really?
Vita, it isn't easy for me to beg like this.
You must think I'm on a string. Go away, Vita. Come back, Vita. Oh, no.
Darling, look. We'll have the house redecorated. We'll get all new furniture, a new piano. Oh, you'd like it, I know.
Would I? No, Mother, I want a little more than that. I want the kind of life that Monty Berrigan taught me, and you won't let me have it. I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused you, but I'd only start all over again. You know how I am, Mother.
If I could give you the kind of life Monty taught you, would you be willing to come home then?
But you couldn't, could you? Drop it again sometime, Mother. I'll be here.
There was just one thing left for me to do, Inspector. I had heard that the old Berrigan mansion in Pasadena was now up for sale.
No, now look, Mildred, you can't be serious about buying this old barn.
Yeah, and you're not a very good salesman, are you, Monty? You here alone?
Well, somebody has to be here to show the place. Need I add that I'm broke?
What about the beach house?
The only thing I haven't lost. You don't want to buy this antiquated tomb. You'd be out of your mind.
Oh, I don't know. A little remodeling would do wonders.
You're not fooling me. I remember too well. I remember how it was with us once, and so do you. Something neither of us can forget.
Then you can do me a great kindness.
If I can.
Ask me to marry you.
Why?
Is that the best you can do to show your enthusiasm?
You went to considerable trouble to get rid of me once. Naturally, I'm a little startled.
I have a good reason for wanting you to marry me.
Vida.
Why Vida?
Your reason for doing anything is usually Vida.
What's your answer, Monty?
I told you once that you were the only woman in the world for me. I loved you then. I love you now. But I can't afford you, Mildred. All I have left is pride and a name. I can't sell either of them. Sorry.
But we can still...
No. I won't go on taking tips from you. Of course, if I owned a share in your business.
How much of a share would your pride require, Monty?
Don't put it that way, Mildred. I'm not enjoying this.
How much of a share?
I think I can leave that up to you, Mildred.
It's a deal, Monty. Sold. One Berrigan. We were married a week later, and I set about restoring the old Berrigan mansion to the showplace that it once was. Soon now I'd be ready for another talk with Vida, but before that happened...
I shouldn't have stopped by, Mildred, but I'll only be a moment.
No, I'm so glad you came, Bert.
Mildred, I got a lot of nerve asking this, but are you really in love with Monty Berrigan?
No, not exactly, but we understand each other.
And now maybe Vida will come back?
I know you think I'm a fool, Bert, but I can't help it.
I brought you a wedding present, Mildred.
A wedding present?
Out there, on the terrace.
But what's out there that I... Vida. Bert, did you ask Vida to come with you?
No, she called me up. She tried to pretend it was something else, but I finally got the truth out of her. She wants to come home, Mildred. I'll go and get her.
And I'll change, Mother. Really, I will. I promise. I'll never talk to you like that again.
Oh, I said some nasty things myself, darling. If only we can trust each other and...
I don't believe it. I simply don't believe it.
Oh, Monty.
Hey, tears of joy at seeing me again, I hope.
Of course.
You look lovely, prodigal. About time you came to see us.
See you. But I'm staying. I'm the new star boarder.
Wonderful. Just don't call me father.
For the next few weeks, I was happier than I'd been in years. The restaurants were running into trouble, but with Vida back, it didn't seem to matter. I planned a wonderful party for her, Inspector. It took place last night.
Yes, so I understand.
Only I wasn't there. A sudden meeting came up at the office. The accountants and a lawyer named Hopkins. At 11 o'clock, we were still at it.
I've told you a dozen times, Mrs. Berrigan. In simple language, you owe my clients money. If you resist, you'll be forced into bankruptcy. It's as simple as that.
I haven't a cent of ready cash. So I guess that's that. Any ideas, Wally?
Well, you can still manage the
Well,
restaurant.
that's very nice of you, Wally. Stealing the business right out from under me and letting me run it for you.
Listen, I've got to put up the dough to keep us out of court. You've been bleeding this business dry so you can live the way you have since Vita came home. You said so yourself.
I know.
The creditors want your hide, and I can't stop them. Not anymore, I can't. Still be all right if Monty hadn't forced the issue.
What's Monty got to do with it?
Well, he wants to sell his share of the business. I got to go along with him, or I'm out, too. You didn't know?
No.
You married him. I didn't. Let's go, Hopkins.